I'm your host, Annie Bowles, and this is News du Jour. Hey you guys, and welcome back to the News du Jour, a calmer space to consume the news. So today I had a very exciting magazine interview and photo shoot with a local publication that I'm obsessed with, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. But they are featuring us, News du Jour, sugar-free media, as an industry disruptor because of News du Jour and disrupting the news industry. And I honestly am like choked up just thinking about that, because that's part of what we set out to do. And I don't think we're anywhere close to where we want to be yet, but the fact that we're already making waves and getting noticed in that sense is just mind-blowing to me. So I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit that I can about it, and then as soon as it comes out, I'll post it to social media. So make sure that you're following us on Instagram. It's at sugarfreemedia.co. And now on to the news for the day. Our first mini story. It looks like Biden is gearing up to take on our national debt. So as we've covered on here recently, national debt is just absolutely out of control right now. And Biden will likely attempt to take this on by taxing the very richest Americans at high rates. So there's no precise plans or specifics out right now, but if he were to move forward with this, we will definitely let you guys know and walk you through all of the details. So first up for today in our longer stories, the French demonstrations. So an all-out walkout occurred in France on Tuesday. Why? Over retirement benefits, if you can believe it. You see, the French are guaranteed retirement at age 62, but people are living longer, and the French government is struggling to keep up. This law has been in place for a very long time. So they're seeking to move the age of retirement from 62 to 64. And that 2-year difference was enough to set the French people over the edge. You see, retirement and work-life balance in general is highly valued in French society. They look forward to working hard so that they can kick their feet up with their grandkids and their hobbies later on in life. Leisure and work-life balance are very important to the French. For Americans, systems like this can be very mysterious. So let me explain how it works. Basically, the younger generation that is actively working, they pay into a system that then pays for the older generation to retire, and so on and so forth, so that when it's their turn, the youngers will pay for them. It seems to keep the peace also between the generations as well, so it works for everyone, really. But now it's just a matter of dollars and cents. The boomers are living longer than the system was designed for, and the younger generation's pay just simply isn't going to cover everyone. So Macron, France's leader, is worried. He is warning everyone that the system simply won't exist anymore if they don't make some changes. Again, it comes down to dollars and cents. But the French are vehemently opposed to raising the age of retirement. So they have a conundrum on their hands. They kept saying that we aren't Americans, LOL. We do not live to work. So 3.5 million French people are now on strike over this due to these potential changes. You know, this legislation is passing through their system of parliament right now Demonstrators were doing mass dance moves and holding painted signs and painting their faces and more. And all the marches involving different trade unions ended up at the Place d'Italia. But it seems they plan to continue striking further. So where the protests will actually end, who can say? We'll be sure to keep you guys posted. And next up for today, the Fox News fiasco. So what is all this drama going down with Fox News? Well, I was interested myself, so I dove into it for us to basically decipher all the back and forth. And it seems that it all boils down to people who were appearing to be Trump allies, like Tucker Carlson, for example, actually hated the guy privately and did not believe that he won the 2020 presidential election, despite kind of insinuating and pushing the narrative that he did. Tucker Carlson privately texted, quote, "We are very, very close to being able to ignore Trump most nights. I truly can't wait. I hate him passionately," end quote. And he also texted, quote, "The last 4 years, we're all pretending we've got a lot to show for it because admitting what a disaster it's been is too tough to digest. But come on, there isn't really an upside to Trump," end quote. Whew, explosive right there. But Tucker Carlson was not the only guy thrown under the bus recently from the Fox News camp. Transcripts of emails and private text messages from top Fox News executives have come out as of Tuesday, providing a Pandora's box of evidence showing that pretty much no one at Fox except for 2 prominent characters was actually believing Trump's big lie, and that they were panicking about potentially losing followers to more conservative platforms like Newsmax. It was essentially crisis mode for Fox. This all came out as basically part of a defamation lawsuit filed against Fox News by Dominion Voting Systems, who were accused by Fox anchors of rigging the 2020 presidential election in favor of Joe Biden. So they were like, "We did not do this. We're going to sue you." And all of these documents were pieces of evidence that were submitted in that court case, and a judge on Tuesday decided to make them public. These documents prove that Fox News executives and anchors did not believe what they were spewing out to the masses, and that they were simply in crisis mode, trying not to lose viewers and ratings. The Fox News Network managing editor even said, quote, "In my 22 years affiliated with Fox, this is the closest thing I've seen to an existential crisis, at least journalistically. And, quote, it's remarkable how weak ratings make good journalists do bad things," end quote. And that is the news du jour. Today, I wanted to leave you guys with the quote, "A woman should be 2 things, whoever and whatever she wants." Happy International Women's Day. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you use to listen. A rate and review or shout out on social media would mean the world to us and help us be able to keep creating the news du jour. But the best way to support all of our work is to become a patron at www.patreon.com/sugarfreemedia. You can also follow us on social media under sugarfreemedia.co on Instagram and just sugarfreemedia, all one word, on TikTok. We appreciate you listening and look forward to telling you about the news again next time on News du Jour.
Broadcasting from Oklahoma.
As we deal with the challenges of hybrid working and talent wars in this new world of work, the Financial Times helps you understand what might be next. I'm Isabel Berwick, the host of the FT's Working It podcast. Each week, we discuss the ideas and trends shaping the future of work. The FT's broad coverage and unique insights can help you to make sense of it all. Check out our podcasts and read selected articles free at ft.com/insights.